Tip number 1. Options are another way of trading stock. Some traders find themselves in a position where they are not sure if the stock should be held or let go. Options give them much needed flexibility when their investment has faced setbacks due to this uncertainty, ensuring that you make an informed decision about what is best for your portfolio going forward. With stock trading alone, you are limited to initiating bullish exposure by buying shares and bearish exposure through shorting. Your only way of winning is guessing correctly the direction that stocks will go in. However, with options, traders can bet long or short while at lower levels than before without much overall risk, which makes them even more attractive than other investment strategies because they offer benefits not just related directly to their optionality but also how it may be used for expression purposes beyond simply hedging investments. Tip number 2. You can stack the odds in your favor. Believe it or not, trading options can allow you to put the odds in your favor. With a little know-how and some patience, it's very possible that luck will play an important role. Placing trades where there is better than 50% probability of being profitable could be just what the doctor ordered. Trading stocks alone might seem tempting at first glance, but if we take into account all those extra risks associated with them such as market volatility, then using option strategies may actually reduce our overall level risk for any given trade. Imagine you are bullish on a stock and now have the ability to make money if it rises or falls just enough. This is where options come into play because they can become crucial for your portfolio success, with these types of trades being 50% edge oriented towards one direction rather than two opposite outcomes like before when stocks had only 15%. A lot more people want in on this game nowadays, thanks largely to them understanding what's really going down at ground level. That any given situation may not yield an expected outcome but instead produce something less predictable that has price swings, allowing option traders from all walks of life to cash in on the fly. Tip number 3. The many advantages of options. Some options have a lower initial cost than what you would expect with stock trading because there is no commission involved, and they can pay off very well if you know how to use them properly. This makes options more popular now than ever before, as it allows investors to maintain exposure for possible major gains without having to worry about an additional monthly or quarterly fee eating into their overall returns or portfolio value. In general, once someone understands the concept behind options, then they may start seeing them as a tool that can help them achieve higher returns from stocks while reducing risks at the same time. It is not too difficult to learn the basics of options, and there are many resources on the internet that can help people get started. Tip number 4. Be patient. One thing you will need in order to be successful when trading options is patience, which means sitting on your hands even if the market has a negative day or drops unexpectedly in value. While in some cases you may end up losing a little in a bad trade, this risk-reward ratio is significantly lower compared with going for stocks alone because you can always wait until your option becomes profitable before actually cashing out. As long as you keep things simple, learning how to use strategies such as these should not take longer than 6 months of studying and practicing, so do not give up just because of a few bad trades. Those who learn the best ways to play this game before actually beginning could have a serious edge on those thinking of dabbling with options for the first time. Explore every possible strategy, from those being traded by other professionals and those you can come up with yourself, as long as they are not too complicated or risky in nature. Some common ones include spreads, straddles, covered calls, protective puts, etc.